Hello everybody, this is Hop to the Hippity Hop bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary, and I thought for a change I should actually show you the first person view of me playing a Zerg. And this is me playing on the daily ladder, and I'm going to be playing against a Terran opponent, so kind of spoiling for you guys a little bit there, but it's okay. And you're going to see me spamming a lot, but that is not the sign of a good player. I was actually pretty nervous going into this game, showing you guys my first person view, because it is embarrassing, because of course, you know, I'm not the greatest player, but it doesn't matter. I thought I'd show you guys anyways, because it's still fun to watch what it looks like, to see a player clicking around, and seeing what their first person view is, and seeing what their thought process is along the way as well. So as you see right now, I am spotting on the right side. I think it's the 2 o'clock position on Lost Temple, scouting with my Overlord, and unfortunately I'm not going to see a command center there, so we're not going to be in close positions. We're actually going to be pretty far away. He actually is on the bottom left, I think at the 8 o'clock position. So that's actually pretty advantageous for me, because I can expand pretty freely while being able to defend at the same time. Oh, and it looks like it's lagging a little bit there, but that is fine. I'm just continuing to make drones. I think I'm going for a 14 expand here. I actually played this pretty late at night, so I don't really remember too much that happens in this game. Oh, excuse me. It looks like, yep, right at 300 minerals, I'm going to be getting that 14 hatchery. And ooh, a little slow on the clicking there, it looks like. Now I'm going to be scouting, harassing a bit with my probe as well. I'm now hotkeying my my hatchery as well. So my plan for this game is, since I'm going against a Terran, the best idea is to go Muta-Bling. Muta-Bling just works so well against Terran. It just depends on when you get those Mutalisks out, and if you can get that gas as well. So right now I'm just focusing purely on harvesters. I see that he's not getting attacked, he's not attacking, but as you saw just there right now, I was kind of curious. I'm like, oh, there's 2 barracks coming up. So my thought process was thinking, okay, 2 barracks, what does that usually mean? It means that it could be going for some early aggression. So I was a little nervous, but at the same time, you know, I had to keep the mindset of, I need to make drones. I have to keep my economy higher than my opponent. And now I see that Marine is coming out, so I'm getting really nervous now. There's a lot of red flags going on in my head, telling me, okay, I need to put up spine crawlers, I need to get some Zerglings, I need to get a Baneling's nest out ASAP if I can, because I know those Marines will be coming sometime soon. So right now, that's kind of going through my head, that thought process going through my head. And let me just tell you, a lot of friends were in my room while I was playing this game as well, so I was actually pretty nervous. I had a lot of friends watching me, I was recording at the same time, I wasn't focusing, so I lose that Overlord just now as well. But I actually scout that he was getting a 3rd expansion, so I was like, or not an expansion, a 3rd barracks, and I was like, okay, wow, this could be a 3 barracks push. So I was getting very worried about some kind of timing push. But you know, I actually have to keep in mind that this is gold level play, and you know, a lot of players haven't refined their builds. Oh, my nose is a little stuffed there. A lot of players haven't refined their builds. They don't know the exact timings, and I was worried that right around the 78-minute mark, a huge army will be marching and knocking at my front wall, and I was getting very scared. So now, I am opting to produce some Zerglings, but at the same time, I'm still keeping that mindset of, you know, keep that drone production up. Now I am getting my Baneling's nest, because Banelings are pretty effective against Marines. Being a little sarcastic there, they're pretty effective. Just know, you really do want Banelings against a Terran player if he's going to be rushing, because Banelings they do so much damage to Marines. Banelings are basically the determining factor. If you don't have Banelings against a Terran player, you're pretty much screwed. You need those Banelings to take out those Marines, because Marines, Terran players most of the time will opt to get a lot of Marines, and it's just so easy to get Banelings as well. They don't cost too much, and they're very fun to play and use with. But other than that, yeah, now my speed will be up for my Zerglings. So anytime now I should be scouting. I actually really should be scouting. I'm getting some Banelings now just to be safe. 4 actually would be enough for a big squad of Marines, as long as I micro my Banelings correctly. Assuming that he does actually push. But I do have 2 spine crawlers up, so that's pretty good. Now I'm going to be scouting out with my Zergling, just scouting the front to see if he's anywhere near my base, and I see that he's not, so it's safe. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to move to his watchtower, see if he has anything there. Notice, 6 minutes, I still don't have my queen out, so I'm pretty behind. My build order was totally thrown off because I thought there was a big rush incoming, but yeah, that was a bad choice. And I peek up this hill, see a bunch of units. They still haven't moved out yet, so I was pretty surprised. I was like, huh, you know, this is very weird. My opponent hasn't decided to move out, and I was kind of like befuzzled. Is that the word, befuzzled? I was kind of confused. So you know, I was thinking roaches would be a good idea. They're a very stable unit, especially for mid game. And Zerg, it's just like you need roaches with any Zerg composition. I feel like maybe not so much in the late game against Terran, but I like getting them early game. And this is still, I think this would still be considered early game. It's still not the 10-minute mark. And I'm still only on 2 base. I don't think my opponent is opting to get an expansion yet, so right now I'm just trying to drone up, just trying to macro up, and so far I have a pretty measly army. Notice how I'm 37 out of 44, and most of my guys are drones. As you can see, I'm just kind of spamming here. I'm not doing much. I am bringing a Zergling, if you look down on the minimap, to the front of his base to see when that army is going to be moving out. And yeah, I'm just going to peek up once again and try to peek up and pull back, not to lose my Zergling so I don't lose it. Just taking a couple of hits there, so pretty good there. Making sure I do keep my queens injecting, getting that second gas as well as getting that layer. That layer actually is pretty late, so small mistake on my part. I should be getting stuff a little bit earlier. But you know, as a gold player, I do forget to get things, and this actually, yeah, my mind was all over the place in this game. I wish I could show you guys a better example of a 1v1 in a first-person view, but unfortunately this is the one you're going to be getting, and actually it's pretty late right now, and I'm still deciding to cast this game just because I love you guys so much and I want to bring you guys another cast. So it looks like I am continuing to macro up, and now I'm starting to slowly build up an army mixed with roaches, lings, and blings. So it could actually be pretty dangerous if he went for air, but seeing that he had such a big ground army, I wasn't too worried about air. He did have a pretty decent-sized clump of Marines, Marauders, and whatnot. But if he actually was hiding some tech and getting some air units, that might have been pretty dangerous. He is scanning me now, seeing that I have a layer up. So my opponent is scanning me. He is scouting. That's a good thing. I'm going to get my Spire, kind of in an unorthodox spot. And as you can see, I'm not even really spreading the creep. I should get another queen out or something, just for creep spread. A lot of actually good high-level players do that. And fortunately, I did not choose to do that. But yeah, I mean, I just kind of do what I can do. And I think I've noted this before, but yeah, I was pretty nervous. There was a lot of people in my room watching me play. I don't know why they're in here. They were just really intrigued. Cool story. I actually got 2 of my friends in the dorm into StarCraft 2. So now there's about 8 of us on my floor in this dorm that play StarCraft. So slowly this university is being converted into a StarCraft university. I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, I'm actually expecting to host a tournament sometime soon. Since there isn't too much action now, I guess I can say this. But I want to do a tournament at the school, and hopefully there will be some kind of prize pool. Maybe the school can even sponsor it if I get enough people to play. Maybe I'll just have people pay in, pay like what, $2 or $3 to play in the tournament, and then kind of split up the prize money. There are many options I can do. I'm still thinking about it, seeing if I can even organize such an event. But it'd be really cool if I could do something like that. So yeah, as you can see now, my Spire is up, and I'm going to start to get some mutas. Because mutas are very good against Terran units, especially for picking off siege tanks. You want to do as much harass as you can with your mutalisks, defending your front as well as attacking at the same time. There's so many possibilities with a mobile army, and Zerg, that's one thing I like about Zerg. They have a very mobile army. You can do so much with the Zerg army, especially if you have flag units such as mutalisks. And looks like I am opting to get my 3rd expansion, but I do see that my opponent is kind of ninjaing one of his expansions up at the top right spawning point. And here is the biggest mistake I make in this game. For some reason, when I was playing this game, instead of just sending my lings, I sent my whole army in to kill an expansion that's undefended and it's just building now. Just imagine, I could have sent 3 lings, picked off the drone, or not drone, the SCV, and I would have been perfectly fine. But no, I am completely undefended in the front. Look at my front, completely vulnerable. and my opponent is going to be smart and a great player, coming in both in the front and dropping in my main. I don't think I showed that yet, but yeah, right here, dropping in my main. So such a stupid move on my part. I'm desperately trying to move my drones, trying to save him, but unfortunately, I think my main is going to be taken out. I'm trying to move my forces down as quickly as I can to take care of this. He actually doesn't have too many forces, losing a couple of meters, so unfortunate move from me there. But wow, this drop in my main just did so much damage. Now I do have my meters in his base, trying to do some kind of attack, some kind of damage at least, do something. And it looks like he's gonna take down my spawning pool, so I'm gonna be trying to build a spawning pool. Oh nope, he doesn't actually take it down. So that's nice, actually. I guess I can cancel that, so I'm going to be canceling that. Oh, whoa! Press the wrong button there. That happens. I hope that doesn't happen to you guys. That always happens to me for some reason. I end up, like, clicking the top, like, F9, F10, some of those random bars. Vikings are now out for, jaybeezy here. But I'm going to be able to clean this up, and I'm going to be trying to do some damage to his mineral. So, I actually, at this point, I don't even know if he has an expansion. I just know that I have to do some kind of damage because now he took out my main base and I am really far behind. And now I'm also grabbing the high yield, so I'm going to be, I wouldn't say double expanding, because I'm going to get my expansion at the main again. And he actually scans there to see if I did rebuild it. Maybe he has a, what do you call it, a drop ship somewhere nearby, but I am going to be going for an attack now, realizing I need to do something, I need to make some damage happen. He just made a big attack and I need to move in. If I don't attack, I could be far behind, especially if he has an expansion. And to my surprise, I come in, I see he has no expansion up. So I was very surprised he didn't get an expansion. So I'm only moving my roaches up, making sure I pick off the tank before it sieges, and then I really don't have the range to kill that other tank. So I'm going to be focusing down at supply depot, and now moving all my forces in at the same time, making sure not to block at the ramp, and getting a nice surround on this army. So unfortunately for my opponent, he couldn't get that ninja expansion on the top right. If he actually got that, this game would have been pretty bad for me. But at this point, I kind of knew I actually had the game. Just because he didn't really produce much from his barracks, or he didn't really make any more units after making that attack on me. So my counterattack actually did a lot of damage and won me the game. So it is pretty important to counterattack. Even if you think you lost, you should just move in anyways. Just move in and see if you can do the damage. And that is exactly what I did, and I was able to win the game that way. So yeah guys, this is going to be HopStarcraft, and I'm going to be hopping off. Thanks for tuning in.